Hello and welcome to another update video about Jasmy. We haven't covered Jasmy for a while, but a lot of you guys asked for an update. So let's take a quick look at the updated structure, or if there is anything to update, I should rather say, because so far Jasmy is actually holding the previously communicated support area quite well. In fact, actually we've reached what I would call the ideal target for a fourth wave, located here at 1.59 cents. And why is that typically the ideal target? Because it is that so-called 38.2 retracement that normally most wave 4s would react to. Yeah, it's not always exactly that level here at 1.59 cents, but we're going to zoom in a minute, and most of these structures tend to react to it. Now, there are two wave counts. There's the white scenario and the yellow one. White is currently the alternative, but it is also likely. Okay, so for me, it's in both cases, the support area is relevant here. And in both cases, I would like to see the price react to support. It's just that in the yellow count, we can, more than in the white count, allow for a wider wave 4 correction. So something like an A, B, C structure. And at the moment, in my view, it is not possible to distinguish between the two, but in both we are watching for a reaction to support. So it can be an approach to scale into support. That's, you know, that would already be in profit. If you scale into support, one way of doing it is like this, okay, where you start buying a little bit more, you know, and the triangle represents the position size. And then when we're running, it makes sense to sell in batches. That's just generally how pullback traders could approach this. Others who trade more aggressively just need to go to a smaller time frame, identify a 1-2 setup or a recent swing low, and then they can be a bit more aggressive. But this is one casual way of doing this, and it just takes patience, but that's exactly what traders need anyway, so we all know that, right? Now, in this scenario here, in the white count, which I've highlighted as alternative, but they are both likely, yeah? In this, they're both bullish as well, as long as we're holding 1.14 cents. So in this scenario, we have a wave 2 low in August. That's actually the base, August last year. So that's the base case in both scenarios, that a wave 2 bottomed here. And then we had wave 1 to the downside, wave 2 to the down, wave 1 up, wave 2 down. And in the white count, the third wave topped here in June. That was around 4.7 cents, just below the 5 cent mark. And then a wave 4 might have bottomed already. Yeah, in this scenario, wave 4 might have bottomed. To be honest, the support area isn't so different for both scenarios anyway. So I think we've combined them to include the two. And we could now already be working on wave 5, but that would only be a larger wave 3, then another 4 and another 5. The yellow count is already one step further ahead. In the yellow count, the larger degree third wave isn't still unfolding. No, it already topped here in June. So it's just a question of wave degree. The overall structure is the same. It's just a different variation of the same scenario. And in the yellow count, we moved down in wave A. This is now a B wave rally, and then we come down again before we move up. I think both counts need to be considered. They just tell us what is current resistance, and we have to be on the side of caution because the market might test support again, which could be another opportunity. In this scenario that we're tracking here, the move down, as I said, might be complete. At least some kind of a low seems to be in place in an ABC structure, whether that's yellow wave A or white wave 4. And now we are watching for a structure to the upside. I don't think there's enough structure yet to say which one it is, especially because we are still holding way below resistance and because the rally is just corrective. And whenever we're dealing with these 4-5 patterns, it is incredibly messy because you never really know if the fifth wave has started already or if this is just a wave B, because B waves can also overshoot. But in the yellow count, this here would be an A, a B. We're now moving up in wave C. That's possible. In this case, we have to be careful because the price would usually react to the 100% extension of the initial A wave in yellow. And that level is located at 2.52 cents. So this would be, I think, a key area where I would like to see yellow wave B get rejected. So pay attention, we're approaching that level. We haven't quite reached it yet. Very similar to Bitcoin's yellow count. And also here I would, however, ideally see the price a little bit higher. In the white scenario, we're dealing with wave 1, wave 2. Wave 3 should reach 2.9 cents at least, then get a wave 4 and a wave 5. Then we have the next set of 5 waves. So the only way to distinguish between the two is if we see, or if we, it's basically the pivot that would be relevant for wave 4, for the pullback. So what we need to see is whether the bulls can hold a higher low in the pullback. But for that, I would need to see the third wave reach 2.9 cents first. Only if the third wave reaches the 1.38 extension, I can add support for wave 4 because that's the first ideal target for the third wave. So I keep you updated about that. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.